In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we enter the Europa League for the first time in charge of Monaco. It is the second knockout round, both legs against Southampton. Let's see how we get on. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you are new to the channel or have not done so already, then please do hit that subscribe button and also turn on that notification bell so you guys are informed when a new video does drop on the channel. Before we get into things, a quick behind the scenes note, I have got a new microphone. I got a birthday code for an online store and I was able to upgrade from my old Blue Snowball to a Elgato Wave 3. So if you guys notice the difference, that's the main reason. Hopefully it sounds a bit better, nice and clearer, and overall good stuff in terms of the videos here on the channel. I did get it with a look to streaming on Twitch, but that's going to be when we eventually get into my new house, which is getting built, and that's still a wee way away. So I'll update that when we get closer to the time if we do end up on Twitch and stuff like that. So we haven't had any games since yesterday's episode against Paris Saint-Germain. If you have not gone and watched the episode yet, then please do. It was a nice close game that we did end up winning away from home 2-1. Good old Marco the Kiwi getting a late goal that has put us up to 5th in the league table, as you can see here. Other results that weekend going our way, and we are now not far off 4th spot, only 2 points behind Bordeaux, but still a little bit of a gap that we need to close up on Marseille. But we are definitely improving considering we were down in 10th when we got the job. In other league news, Lens have got a new manager, the team that are hot on our heels, and it's Mikel Arteta, which is interesting. That's pretty much the only bit of news since we've had the last episode. In terms of other teams, you can see after Arsenal in this save, he went to Aston Villa for a few years and now he has gone to Lens. Be interesting to see if he can keep them in the European hunt. In terms of team news before coming into today's game, unfortunately, we have to go to the medical centre, which is never a good thing. And Rodrigo Macedo, our new striker, pulled an injury at training yesterday, twisted ankle. He is out for 2 to 4 weeks. He is going to miss both legs, which is a real shame. Luckily, though, we have Flavio Enrique who can go up front, and we're going to bring Callum Hudson-Odoi back into the squad. But that is it before we get into today's game. So we will come back with you guys when we get into the match coverage for this first leg, Southampton away in the second round of the Europa League. So here are the team sheets for today's game. Our team, as you would expect, we've got Goulon in goal. I think I called him Moron in yesterday's episode by accident. That wasn't intended, but I'm pretty sure he's a regen, so I think we'll get away with that. At the back, we've got Tessier, Tapsova, Sevilla, and Mulder. In the midfield, we have Ampadu in the DM role with Agumi and Puig, our captain, in front of him. And then the front three, that is where the changes happened due to that injury. Dembele and Hudson-Odoi on the wings. Flavio Enrique going from the wing to up front. What that means for the bench is that Gelson Martins comes back into the rotation, as does Mamadou Koulibaly in for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who we could not register for this competition with the players that they had out on loan. When we got here, we weren't able to add more than 3 new players to the Europa League squad. So what that means is, unfortunately, the likes of Loftus-Cheek and our new South African signing too have had to miss out on registration for this competition, but we should still be okay there. The Southampton team, a couple of interesting names there. As you can see, they've got Angelino, the left back, who has had time at Man City and RB Leipzig. James Maddison is in there and Diogo Jota. It's going to be an interesting test against a team pretty similar in ability to us, I believe. So this should be a very interesting tie over 2 legs. Once again, we're able to use that media has been giving us a bit of rubbish pep talk there, and we'll also do a bit of faith, and that seems to be having a nice impact here. So we'll do that. We'll get into the tunnel. We will miss him, but we want our players to step up. Yassine Adli, he is a French midfielder who it does look quite good, but we've got some good players too, we'll say. So there's that Southampton formation, a 4-2-3-1, very similar to us. And there's our traditional 4-3-3 that you guys should be very used to by now if you have been following the series all the way. Southampton at home in their red with the white diagonal stripe. We are in the all white, and we are kicking off playing right to left. Hopefully we can at least get an away goal and keep it reasonably respectful. A 1-goal loss wouldn't be terrible. We are yet to lose a game since we've come here to Monaco, so of course that would be something nice to keep up as well, but not really sure what to expect here, so we'll see how we get on. We do have a throw-in after, or coming up to 5 minutes. It is given to Dembele from Tessier. Plays a 1-2 with him. Dembele on the right wing, back to Puig. He tries to find Hudson-Odoi in the box, but the ball's cut out, albeit only out to one of our players. And it's now Sevillano with the ball. He'll find Hudson-Odoi as we knock it about in our half. Mulder. Nice ball. Who can get on the end of this? No one. It's out to Evgen for Southampton, and they might get us on the counter there, although it's a good tackle from, I believe that was Tapsoba. Now Puig. Dembele, who heads one in for Enrique. He's through, but that was a really awful shot. It's a goal kick. That's our first chance of the game that we were shown. It is 0-0 as we approach the 10-minute mark. Throw in to Southampton. It is Arajabojo, I believe that was. I've probably butchered that name. Sorry if I have, but hopefully he's a regen, so it doesn't matter. Madison now with the ball. They get something going here. Angelino inside the box. His cross is blocked. Diogo Jota. Madison. The familiar players from the Premier League. Adley. Over to Angelino. Madison. They're knocking it about nicely. Diogo's got past our man there. Gets past the defender. Tessier went for a sliding tackle. Got past it, but luckily Goron has made the save. So a chance each way that we have been shown so far. And Madison will put this corner in. And Ampadu heads it clear. Hopefully that's the highlight. Or in fact, hopefully it's not, because Flavio Enrique is on it for us. Our reformed striker, I guess you could call him. Although Angelino with a good tackle on him. We will have a throw-in, but no highlight coming from it. Although yes, there is. Okay. We've taken it semi-short. I haven't told them to take short throw-ins, but I don't mind, because those long throw-ins haven't been working as well lately. We do keep possession though from that clearance from Southampton. Puig up to Dembele. Over to Tessier. What can he do? Getting inside the box. Puts a ball across. It is cut out by Southampton out to Antonio Augusto. Although, look like the referee might have gone the way there. And we get possession back on Leek. Agume. Hudson-Odoi. That ball looked like an interception that just fell to our player. We play it back for Puig. His first shot blocked. The second one was probably going wide, but Galini felt the need to make a save anyway. And the highlight does still go. It has gone out to Evgen. He hasn't got much room down that left-hand side, but keeps possession, playing it back to Madison. Can we hold on and keep this level after a quarter of an hour? They find Madison, long shot, nicely blocked. Grume clears it. That's the highlight. Still 0 after 15 minutes, but a few chances each way. 22 minutes, and we have a free kick now. Tapsoba. That was a little bit of a risky option, but we did keep possession. If he messed that up, then we would have been in a lot of trouble, but luckily that first pass wasn't intercepted, albeit Southampton have got the ball back not too long after. Augusto playing one over to Diogo Jota. Just outside the box, playing it back for Madison. They'll have a shot that's blocked back to Jota, and he was offside. That's an interesting highlight, to be fair. Still 0 as we approach halfway through the first half, and now Southampton have a throw-in. Angelino finds Jota. We can't cut that out, and they knock it about Jota and Madison. Now Angelino, those Premier League players that we're used to being over there, controlling most of the position for Southampton at the moment. A shot that is blocked, but they do get position back. Batalla on a yellow card, one of their centre-backs. Maybe that's something we can look to take advantage of. Evgen is now having a run down that right-hand side. He is sizing up one of our defenders, probably Mulder on that side. Now they've found Madison in space. That shot also blocked. We're defending pretty well at the moment, it has to be said, but it would be nice to get a bit more going down the other end. It is still 0 coming up to the half-hour mark, although another highlight coming before that. There's plenty happening in this game without a goal. And Madison with probably the best chance of the game there today, but he blasts it wide, still 0. And we're now in the 27th minute. And we've got another highlight. No chance for me to catch my breath here. Hudson-Odoi, the ball's played up to. Can he put Enrique through? Not yet. Now Agrumi finds Dembele. Nice ball there. His shot blocked. And Knight reacts best, and it is still 0. Hopefully we can get our breath this time. No, we can't. Tapsoba with a free kick deep. And it's in our box, really, wasn't it? And we get it to Sevillano, the centre-backs, knocking it about. Back to Bricky Puig, Dembele. We have gone back from the extremely high tempo to a higher tempo after that PSG game. That did work fairly well for us. And in these bigger games, that definitely seems to be a better idea instead of just trying to have shots willy-nilly. Hudson-Odoi with a good effort, blocked, That looked like probably our best chance to get it in the back of the net. Another shot after that was blocked as well. We do get a corner as we finally get up towards the half-hour mark. The cross is put in. We can't get a head to it. Knight's going to get on the end of that. Quite a promising young winger, I believe he is from memory. He's got past our defenders here. This is dangerous, but a good covering tackle by Ricky Puig. Not the player you expect to be making those, but we'll take it. And it is still 0-0 coming up to the half hour. This half taking a long time. Salusu, I believe that was. That cross from Madison was trying to find, but we cut it out, albeit Southampton keep possession. And now no highlight coming. 0-0 just after half an hour. Goal kick to Monaco here in the 43rd minute. It has quietened down since that first half hour. It has still been a very busy first half without anything going in the back of the net. Now Hudson-Odoi making his way into the box here. Can he find a teammate? He goes out to Mulder. Can he put a ball in? Finds Puig. His first shot blocked. His second goes over the bar. That was the best chance without a shadow of a doubt. But unfortunately, it looks like it's still going to be 0-0 as we come into half-time. And indeed, that is the case. That was the best chance. Frustrating effort. We've hit it. Well, both sides have really hit a lot of shots blocked, but that looked like the best chance from a rebound there from Puig, but he blasted it over the top of the bar, having to snatch it there at short notice, I suppose. Can't be too disappointed. We've looked the better team based on stats anyway. You'd look at the XG. We've definitely had some good chances, just not getting them in the back of the net. But 0-0 in the away league at half-time is not bad at all. And we've had a few more half chances there. 2-0 according to the statisticians, even though Southampton have really been dominating possession and have probably been camped down our half a bit more than we would like. So we'll get into this halftime team talk. We'll do what the assistant says there. Just keep doing what we're doing and you'll be fine. We'll give them a bit of there's more to come from you. We have faith, etc., etc. And I think we'll leave things as they are for now. We do have to remember we've also got Bordeaux coming up in the league a couple of days after this, in between this Europa League ties. As that ball to Jota is terrible. It goes out and they are in fourth, so that's quite an important game if we want to really put ourselves right in that Europa League for next season firmly and keep ourselves in the Champions League hunt. As Ousmane Dembele picks up an injury, that's not ideal. We've already lost, of course, Makedo due to injury, so we're definitely playing around with our wingers now. We'll bring Martins on for Dembele, but yeah, that's definitely not ideal. That will just do for now, I think. We do have the option to bring, of course, Stamnik on. He was so good for us in the little stint he had at the end of the last game. So maybe we might bring him on for Ampadu at some stage, but we'll see how we get on. Still 0-0 after 52 minutes, but we've lost Dembele. Throw into Southampton not long after that injury. Madison gets the ball. It's into Augusto Knight. They'll be looking for a goal at home here. Will at Southampton. And Heleno with a cross. It is blocked nicely though. They gets possession back. Madison. Back out to Angelino. Back to Madison. It's a good spell of possession here. And Evgen with a good effort on goal. He had plenty of space, but Gorlon was able to make a good save down to his left. And it remains 0-0 coming up to the hour mark. Madison to put this cross in. This corner, I should say. It's headed clear to Gelson Martins, and he still has a bit of toe about him even at his old age. Can he look to play on Reek through? He's just getting towards the edge of the box. A good tackle from Evgen, though. Goes out for a throw-in. Still 0-0 coming up to the hour mark. Although it is a throw-in to Monaco. Mulder puts it in. It is headed clear by the Adarabajor player, I believe that was his name. And it's only gone out, back out to Monaco here. So it's gone up to Puig, Agumi, Gelson Martins. What can he do? Here's a shot blocked. Puig will find on Leek, but that shot was a little bit too simple, although he was offside apparently. So still 0-0 as we get up to the hour mark. Okay, we're 61 minutes in here. I'm going to bring Solulo on for Hudson-Odoi, which is not a sub I was expecting to make, but Hudson-Odoi not doing a lot. We'll bring Martins over to the other side. That will help with the wingers. But yeah, Hudson-Odoi, as I said in the episode a couple of days ago, didn't start off too well here. And every time I have started on him, he hasn't really done a lot. He seems to be a bit more of a bench impact player. So we'll make that change. We've still got Stamnik in the mix if we need to bring him on. But that's two of our changes. Both our wingers have been switched up. And it remains 0-0 as we get into the last half hour of the first league. Coming up to the 70-minute mark, Agumi is the player that is first to get to a red heart, outside of Dembele, of course. We'll bring Stamnik on for him. Let's see what he can do in that box-to-box role. The player who got the winning goal last episode against PSG, 20 minutes to go, still 0-0. And it's a throw into Monaco not long after we make that substitution. Ampadu plays it back to Mulder. Now Gelson Martins. What can we get going, if anything, here? He gets into our own half here, Martins. A nice run from him. Can he play Enrique through? He does, but his shot yet again is blocked. It's happening a lot at the moment. Now Tessier gets the ball. His cross blocked, and Diaz is able to keep that in for Southampton. He looks like he's got lots of pace. He's off here into our half. It was a good effort. Not sure who that was retreating. Number 14, Ampadu it must have been. And we get possession back, albeit we kick it straight back to Southampton. And Diaz gets the ball back from that header. So he makes his way infield, trying to get past our defenders, doing a good job of it too. He has a shot, but it's well wide. Still 0-all, but 20 to go. And it's starting to open up a little bit more. Throw into Southampton, 15 to go. Augusto gets past a few defenders. Eder plays a ball into Augusto. Oh, they've cut us open there. Felt like it might have been coming. Diaz before that had a nice little spell with the ball and was able to just create something. And this time, Augusto putting Eder through nicely, or the other way around, I should say. And they were just able to cut for us far too easily there. Augusto playing that back to Eder. He's just got in behind our defence there, and it was far too easy. And he was able to bury that bottom left corner. They are 1-0 up here, Southampton, but we've still got a quarter of an hour to try and turn it around and get an away goal. Throw into Southampton, 10 to go. They're looking to extend their lead to 2 goals. They put a ball in, tap sober, heads it clear out to Adley, so Southampton will keep possession. Back to Madison. Diaz, who has caused us problems since getting involved. His effort blocked, but Adley will cover that for Southampton, and they do keep possession. He gets past the defender, puts the ball over to Adebayoja. I'm absolutely murdering that name, I'm sorry, but it's popping up and it's very long. Now Staminik can put Enrique through here. Can he get past his defender? Of course not. We have another shot blocked. That has been the story of our day so far, and to be fair, most of Southampton's efforts have also been blocked, but they do have a lead. Enrique puts this ball in from the corner, but it's cleared out to Puig. Can we get something going? No, we can't. We've got 8 minutes left to try and get an equaliser and an away goal. And Garcia's just robbed Puig there with 6 minutes to go in this game before referee's time. Luis Diaz. Adley, he will play that back to. Now Diaz, he gets past the defender and he's just holding the ball up. Angelino, back to Madison. Can we hold out and keep this fairly respectable? Tessier with a clearance. It's gone out to Bertolini. I believe that was Batalla, sorry. And they do knock it about the back, so maybe they're going to make a mistake here. Golini, he finds Salisu, Batalla. Get your names right, Shaun. Back to Mr. Long Name. Adley up to Augusto. What can Southampton do, if anything, or can we pinch the ball? Not if we're going to give them that much space down the left with Diaz. Gets inside the box, puts a ball in. Oh, we're lucky to block that through Mulder. We're just not sure what we're doing there, but we've kept it. Staminik finds Puig. And not long after that, we get in the right half of the field. Now, Tessier. Can we get something going? Or Ampadu, sorry, wrong team. Out to Mulder on the left. Can we put a ball in? Staminik. Back out to Mulder. He puts a ball in. Cirillo with a header. That was a good direction. But Galini's able to cover it nicely. He was well positioned, and we're still 1-0 down. We are in the first minute of added time. There are 5 added minutes from the referee, and it is Southampton who have a goal kick. Can we get something going on a counter-attack? Good tackle there from Ampadu, but the ball has fallen to Madison. Augusto for Southampton. They find that pesky Diaz, who's looked quite good since coming on. Garcia back to Diaz. His shot blocked. Now, can we get something on the counter here? Staminik, nice direct pass. He tried to find Flavio on leak, but the ball has been headed clear, albeit we will have a throw-in. So maybe we can get something going here. Ampadu back to Tapsova. Staminik. Can we get late goals in 2 straight games? Gelson Martins running in field. Finds Enrique. Is someone making a run to get inside the box? Mulder. Just in the box. Can he use a penalty? Staminik has a crack. That one, yeah, not as good as the one he produced last game. It was always going wide. 1-0 down as we get into the last 3 minutes, and it's not looking good, albeit 1-0, not a terrible result away from home. Mulder with a late throw-in. It is headed clear out to Staminik. We've still got 20 seconds. Can we get something going? Staminik gets the ball back from Mulder. Taps sober. Puig. Into Cirillo. Flavio Enrique. Tessier. Nice ball out to Mulder in quite a bit of space. Can he find someone in the box? No, because the referee's blown for full time. And we go down 1-0 in the first leg of the second knockout round of the Europa League. Of course, our board are expecting us to make the semi-finals, so we definitely need to turn this round. But honestly, not a bad performance. We actually ended up with more shots on target. Most of those shots ended up getting blocked. We did lose Dembele. We're going to have to see how long we're missing him for. But look, not a bad performance, but it'd be nice if we were just a little bit more clinical. But as I said, a lot of our shots that looked decent did end up being blocked. Hopefully when we take them home, we can turn that around, maybe beat them 2-0. I think we will tell the boys that we weren't happy with that. We do like to get stuck into our boys when we have the chance, because I've noticed in this year's game you do have to be nice to them a bit too often. So we'll see how we go there. 1-0. You see some of these results. Ajax humping Roma 6-1. Leipzig absolutely destroying Basaksehir here 7-2. Milan also with a pretty good result against Arsenal. But the rest of these ties, to be fair, more ties open. We're still in this going to the second league. We will just go back and check how long Dembele's out for. Please don't be long. We're not having much luck right now, are we? Dembele out for 2 weeks. He's going to miss the second league when we come back for that. That is frustrating. We've also got some players who need a rest. We will come back for the second league in a week's time, and we will also show you guys the highlights if there are any of the Bordeaux game in League On that happens in between. So we'll see you shortly. Okay, so we are back for the second leg against Southampton in the Europa League with that 1-0 deficit to overcome at home. We've got a few things to cover before that though. First off, we have got our youth intake. The friendly match is happening the same day as this game, so I can't check it out like I sometimes do. Honestly, a bit disappointing, I have to say. I know that I had some pretty high hopes of what we could achieve here, but yeah, it's not great, especially when one of the board objectives is to have the best youth system in the country. That's not looking great. We'll just scroll that up a bit slower for you guys, but only a couple of players there who I'd really normally consider signing. We don't have a lot of under-19 players though. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye on them, but really it's only those top 3 maybe who I really like the look of. One of them's a left back, so I suppose that's not the end of the world. But honestly, in the time that we're hoping to be at the club, I don't know if many of these guys are going to feature in our team. We'll have a quick look at Momar Diok, who is a left winger. At 16 years old, he's got a little bit of stuff there that we like, the acceleration anyway. David, the other one who we're probably going to pick up, he is a left back. Needs to work on his crossing and whatnot, but his work rate is quite nice, so decent option. And Lemire, who is a centre defender, has good heading and jumping reach already for a 16-year-old, so he could be the pick of them actually. But yeah, it's not a great youth intake, to be honest. So we played that one game in League On. Since that first league against Southampton, a really good performance. We switched the tempo back up to extremely high. I don't know why I changed it. It's won us 2 Champions Leagues now. We switched it back, and a thoroughly deserved 3-1 win at home against Bordeaux. We were thoroughly dominating this game throughout. It took until the 14th minute for us to get our first goal. Gomez back to Enrique. He finds Puig just outside the box and a lovely finish into the bottom right corner there from the Spaniard. That made it 1-0. And then in the 32nd minute, a short throw-in that Fernandez put back to Mulder. I think the defence thought that was heading to Gomez, our striker, but it was Tap Soba who buried that in the net, our centre-back. And we were pretty dominant in that first half. This was Bordeaux's first shot of the game, though, early in the second, and they got a goal from it. A little bit frustrating, but then in the 69th minute, Fernandez had the ball, plays it back to Koulibaly, a bit of pinball from his shot. It fell to Puig just inside the box this time. He tucked one away yet again into that bottom right corner, and we earned ourselves a well-deserved 3-1 win. You look at the stats, we absolutely thumped them. They were lucky to get a goal, to be honest, albeit, to be fair, they were a bit more clinical than we were, but hopefully we can put out a similar type of performance to that today. If not, maybe we have to start looking at maybe putting Ampadu back to centre back, and Stamanik might keep that spot in the CDM. You'll see we need to make a couple of changes. Some of those injury enforced, some of those because players needed rest. So we'll get into the Southampton game, and I will see you guys when the TV coverage starts. Hopefully we can win 2-0. If they get an away goal, we will be in a bit of trouble. So hopefully at least we can keep a clean sheet. I will see you guys shortly. So here is our team. We've just had to make a couple of changes due to that injury to Dembele. Flavio Henrique back out to the wing. We've brought Gomez, a Brazilian striker, put him up front. He is our third choice striker these days, but he looks the next best option for us. That Southampton team did look pretty similar to the one we played in that first league, so I don't think there's many changes, if any, there. This time we are in the red and the white, and it is Southampton who are in the dark blue kit with some lighter blue shorts, and we are kicking off playing right to left. going with a bit of a higher tempo than last time, seeing as that worked midweek. Hopefully that can do us the job. As I said, if we can see an away goal, I think we're in a bit of trouble here. And the board do expect us to get to the semi-final, so we might be in a little bit of trouble if that happens. We'll see how we go. And after 10 minutes, we do have a highlight, albeit from a goal kick. And Flavio Henrique gets the ball. As I said a couple of episodes ago, I think he's better served to the wing with his good dribbling as Hudson-Odoi gets in the box. Here's a shot, but it was pretty awful. I thought it actually might have been deflected, but he just shanked it. And it's still 0-0 after 10 minutes. A 2-0 result would be ideal, even 3-0, but if we concede a goal, then we, of course, are going to be in a bit of trouble, considering that we did not get an away goal. But we do have possession here in the 11th minute. Sevillano up to Agumi. Ricky Puig. Flavio Henrique now. Can he put Tessier off the back of a freshen up in space? No, he has a shot. It's wide, but at least we're creating stuff early on. Still 0-0 as we get up to the quarter hour mark. Corner to Monaco, not up to the 15-minute mark yet. Enrique puts it in. Mulder tries to get his head on the end of it, but can't. Although it does fall back out to Enrique, and maybe we can get something going here. Puts that into Mulder. Here's a shot, but yeah, probably not what we want our left back doing. Still 0-0 coming up to the 15-minute mark this time. Another corner here for Monaco. Enrique's going to put this in, and it falls to Southampton. Now, Tessier, if he gets his butt into gear, can keep possession for us, and he does. Plays that to Enrique, who might be able to put another ball in here, but Golia for them, or Galini, so I say, was able to claim that. He boots one long. Unfortunately, it didn't deflect off our player. I thought that might be what was about to happen, but we do get possession back, although we've given it straight back to Mr. A, as I think I'm going to call him now, and he plays it to Adil. Or Adley, I should say. Geez, I'm struggling with these names, aren't I? Now, Luis Diaz, who was an absolute pest the first game, his first shot blocked, but the second one, Goron, is able to hold on to. Still 0-0 after 20 minutes. We need a goal soon, I would say. But it is Southampton with a throw-in. Angelino tonight, the attacking midfielder. Angelino, he'll put a ball in. Puig cuts it out. Coming off the back of a double in the prior game. Now, Madison nearly has the ball pinched off him there before he can receive it, but keeps possession and finds Angelino. As I see, if they get a goal here, we might be in trouble. Adley out to Mr. A. Back again to Adley. Good spell of possession here for Southampton. We need to keep them out here. Adley back to Mr. A. Puts the ball in, but Mulder clears it. Gomez, I think, got on the end of that. Unfortunately, it's gone back to Adley, so this is a long highlight, which has me worried. Oh, Knight's played in lovely there, but Goron, wonderful save, albeit the shot was straight at him. We're still in this after 22 minutes, but yeah, I think we're going to need a goal at some stage. Yeah, ideally 2-0, but Southampton have started off strong. We head away their corner out to Augusto. Can they get something going? It's an attempted tackle there from a Gume, and we will get the ball back, playing it back to Gordon. And is the highlight still going to continue? It is. Tapsoba out to Tessier. And now the highlight ends. Still 0-0 after 25 minutes. Okay, we're just giving the ball away there at the 27-minute mark, and Diogo Jota away for Southampton. What can this absolutely dangerous man do? Finds Augusto. Adley, oh, it's just wide. A good little bit of play there from Southampton. Luckily, they missed a target. Still 0-0 at the half-hour mark, but 1-0 to Southampton on aggregate. Corner to Southampton after 35 minutes. Madison takes it out to Diogo. Jota, oh, it's a wonderful finish, although might be an offside decision here. Well, because they haven't awarded it straight away. That's usually what the case is, and it's an offside call. I tell you what, it's a bit harsh, I'd have to say. Nothing appeared too obvious here. It's a long shot from Jota. I suppose he's impeding the goalkeeper, but it was a wonderful finish from Jota. We get lucky there. Still 0-0, but 1-0 on aggregate. Throw in to Monaco. We've just got the ball into Hudson-Odoi there, as I was telling him to ease off tackles with a yellow card. Agumi puts a cross in. Now Salisu clears it out to Adley, and they boot it long. This highlight does look intriguing. Hopefully it's one for us. We play it up to Ampadu. Sevillano boots one deep. Gomez will find Hudson-Odoi. Can we get a good chance to start or to get into the late in the first half? Flavio Henrique, though, he has a shot. It was a tough angle to get in the back of the net from, and it looks like we will be going into halftime 0-0, although it is a free kick to Southampton. It is cleared from our defenders, although Augusto has the ball. His cross block back out to Madison, who took the free kick. Another block back out to Madison yet again. Can we pinch the ball? Doesn't look like it. Mr. A back to Madison. Although this time Hudson-Odoi pinches it. Gomez is going to get that. Now, can we get him into space? No, we can't. That's frustrating. And as we approach halftime, it's not happening for us yet. We've had more shots, but not as many on target. It's a pretty even game. We can definitely improve. Hudson-Odoi, again, he just doesn't seem to perform for me when he starts. I don't know what it is with him, but look, we're playing all right, but we need a goal, and a goal quick here. So what I think we'll do, I think we're going to take Hudson-Odoi off here because he's just not doing it for me. He's a player who might be on the chopping block. Now Martin, Jesse can play on that side, so we'll do that. I think we'll switch Enrique and Martins because Flavio does usually play on that left-hand side. He likes to run off the ball down the left, so that might have been a mistake from me too. I think we'll just make that sub for now, and we'll tell the boys that we expect to see better in the second half. We also have a bit of faith in them. Hopefully those messages aren't too conflicting. We'll get into the second half. We need a goal, otherwise we're going to be out of this Europa League early, and our job could be in jeopardy, despite us doing a pretty good job in League On. The board probably won't be too happy with us exiting the Europa League this early. Let's see how we get on in the final 45 minutes. It is a goal kick to Southampton here. They play out from the back like we also like to do. Adley finds Augusto. He plays it forward to Mr. A. Augusto. Nice pinch of the ball there from Aguimi, and he plays it into Gelson. Oh, he gets a good chance here. Yes, Gelson Martins off the bench. Super sub time, and we are back to 1-1 on aggregate. That is exactly what we were after, and it was a poor pass. That was, well, sorry, I say a poor pass. It was a good interception from Agumi on Leak on his favoured side. That seems to have done the trick as well. Lovely pass, finds Gelson in tight space, and he buries that from the edge of the box, top right corner. We're back in this 1-1 on aggregate. Coming up to the 60-minute mark, Agumi tied after setting up that last goal really with that intercept. I think you know what we're going to do here. Marko Stamenic, get onto the field. You absolute game changer. Hopefully you can do it again for us today. Half an hour left. Can we get the winning goal? And I suppose the main thing is as long as we don't concede another one. Corner to Monaco, 64th minute. Can we get the leading goal? No, we can't from this. And it's actually Luis Diaz who's going to get us on the counter here. And that could be dangerous. He gets past his defender. He plays it in for Augusto. Oh, that's way too easy. Oh, we're in a world of hurt now. We need 2 goals because that away goal changes things completely. Oh dear, Luis Diaz. I think he's a player we need. That was just far too easy. We hit a corner. They headed it clear. He gets on the end of it. Mulder just doesn't cover him, and Augusto has the pace to get past our defenders. And from the ecstasy of that Martins goal, we now really need to get something going. We'll change this to attacking. Not sure what to do here. We've got 23 minutes. We need 2 goals now. We'll bring Koulibaly on for Puig because he's knackered. That's our last sub 2. The Martins one worked, I suppose. So, yeah, we need to get our butt into gear here. 20 minutes to go to try and find 2 goals. Free kick to Southampton, 73rd minute. Mr. A. Oh, he misses. That would have been game over, absolutely. Still got a slight chance here. 15 minutes to go, but counting down. Throw into Southampton. Since that Martins goal, we have just had nothing here. We've tried to change a few things up, and it's just not happening for us. So it could be interesting to see what happens off the back of this game. Augusto, the goal scorer, the crucial goal scorer too. Mulder with a tackle. It wasn't a penalty. He plays out to Enrique. Can we get an equaliser? Which we absolutely need to just give us a slight chance. Back to Ampadu. Martins heads that on, but Galini is in a good position to cover that before Gomez can get on the end of it. And the highlight continues here by the look of it. So what is going to happen? They are wasting time too, as you would expect. The goalkeeper's clearance only finds Mulder. Flavio Enrique up to Gelson. Another shot though, but it was pretty much straight at Galini. It's slipping away from us. 8 to go. 1-1 on the day, but 2-1 on aggregate to Southampton. And they do have a throw in, and it's deep down our end. Madison gets in the box. Back to Angelino. Oh, we nearly intercept that. That would have been nice. We intercepted that time through Gelson Martins. Gomez. Can he play someone in? He plays it back to Stamenic. Over to Enrique. Here's a shot blocked. That wasn't a great option. He was offside anyway. It's just not happening. What can we do here? I think we have to go very attacking now. There's no point holding back. And we have to be very direct here, I think. Be more expressive. Yeah, we're just going to have to go full on here, I feel. If we bring the tactics screen out, we'll get our wing backs up a little bit more, because if we concede a goal, I mean, it happens. Really now we do need our boys to get a bit more going. Now, I might put Koulibaly into... we might leave it at that. We'll just get our wing backs up a bit more. Yeah, not sure what to do here. We've got 5 minutes to go. We need 2 goals. It's looking unlikely. Let's see what happens. Okay, Southampton have the ball. There's 1 minute left. It's not looking good for us. It looks like our European journey for this season is over. And to be honest, it's not very promising if we're going to be making the Champions League next season, because based on this effort, our boys do need to have some improvement squad-wise, albeit we are missing 2 key players here in Macedo and Dembele, so I suppose we have to keep that in consideration. Free kick for being offside there on League. He almost boots the ball away, which, to be fair at this stage of the game, it's probably fair enough. Mr. A takes his time over this free kick. He's going to blow the full-time whistle, and we are going to be sent on our way out of the Europa League. In fact, he just takes the free kick right when the full-time whistle goes. That away goal's done us, I'm afraid. They got us on the counter, and Augusto has knocked us out of the Europa League. Gelson Martins with immediate impact off the bench in that second half, but unfortunately just not to be, and we conceded that goal in the 64th minute. They got an away goal, we didn't, and that was the difference. Yeah, maybe we should have just stuck to extremely high tempo in that first league as well. Lesson learned, I think. But yeah, as I said, Southampton are a pretty good team in the save, and that's unfortunate. I'll say that we're far from pleased with that result. I do feel a little bit sorry for some of these guys, because it's not the team I would have liked to put out there, but considering injuries and whatnot. But yeah, the injury curse got us at the wrong time, and we didn't play well enough in the first league. We played better, but didn't really do enough with our chances. And yeah, we'll see what the board thinks here. This could be interesting. Lille have been thumped out, so I suppose we didn't lose by as much as them, albeit Bayer Leverkusen might be a little bit better than Southampton. Feyenoord going through over Real Betis, and of course Ajax, despite losing the second league 3-1, did an absolute number on Roma in the first league, so they will be going through. Now, we'll get 2 million, that's not bad. We've got some fitness concerns. We'll do this press conference. We'll just go forward a couple of days, because I do want to see if we're going to be okay in the job, because that's the next thing. And after progressing about a day, or a couple of hours anyway, we haven't had a meeting with the board, so that probably bodes well. Here is the summary from the youth intake game. They're only recommending a couple of players that we sign, so we'll probably do that. There's not much point going for many more of these guys, considering that youth intake did look pretty rubbish, so I think we'll get onto that shortly. And yeah, a disappointing result for us, it's fair to say. I'll just go back to the next day. I'll just keep going. I just want to make sure that there's no board meeting coming up here and I'm in danger of losing my job, because that was one of the things they were expecting of me, was to take this team to the semi-finals. So that's not going to be good, and it appears as though we will be fine with that. They're upset about it, but we're still on a C+, so I think we'll be okay. Look at the dynamics. We've got poor managerial support. That's gone down slightly. We've actually offered new contracts to both Ampadu and Gourlon, but it hasn't been reflected here yet. I'm not sure why. They are contracts that kick in at the end of the season, so I'm wondering if that's what's happened, or maybe they're not enough of an upgrade from what they previously had. So that's also having an issue, especially the Ampadu one. You can see 20 players on his side in terms of that issue. The only one who isn't is good old Marco from Wellington. So nice to have him on our side. But yeah, I think we're going to need to boost the boys' morale before we get into the next game. And what that will now be, with us being knocked out of the Europa League, just looking at the games coming up, I think we'll play a little bit off camera. And what I will try and do, I think, is come back for that Coup de France final, and we will see where we lie in Ligue 1. Really, it's just about getting to that stage and playing the last few games of the league season, and it will be the season over. And we'll see what happens, if we think we can do a rebuild job here, or if some more interesting jobs come up where we might be able to get back into the Champions League mix. We still do have a good chance of making the Champions League here, thanks to that win over Bordeaux. We didn't actually bring it up after I showed you guys the highlights of that game, but we are now up to 4th, tied with Lens. Mikel Arteta bringing them back to form. As you can see, there's a group of about 4 of us within 2 points of each other here, so it's still very tight. We can't afford to be dropping points too much, but if we keep this current good run of form up, 4 wins from our last 5 games, then we might be able to catch Marseille up and sneak into that Champions League qualifying stage, which would be nice, and we would at least achieve one of the board objectives there, and hopefully get a bit more money to spend in the transfer window in the off-season. But if you enjoyed today's episode, unfortunately the Europa League run not to be at Monaco this year, then please do leave a thumbs up on the video, and also if you have not done so already, then hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you guys are informed when a new video does drop on the channel. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I will reply to let me know if you think we bottled that and where we need to improve this team really, because obviously this team isn't Champions League quality yet, and that's the competition that we're aiming to win, so we need a bit of a rebuild, it feels like. But until that coup de Fra final, which if we win, we will get Europa League group stage entry, then enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.